Hello everyone, it's Suey, and it's crazy that another month has gone by already. And it's time for me to do my monthly check-in and tell you what I've read this month and what I plan on reading next month. So this month was not that great of a reading month, but I feel like it was really busy and I accomplished lots of different things. So I guess that's good that I'm not just reading. There was a video somebody did a while back. I think it was, my mind's gone completely blank. I'll link it below, about not worrying about reading so much because you got so many other things to do. And I kind of feel like that's how my month has been, because I've been doing lots of things and putting lots of videos up and starting to write again. So yeah, the reading has been there, but not like everything. So I did 3 books. The first one was Toown for a book club. Toown by Frederick Bachman. Book club loves this author, and I think, but we were kind of mixed on this book as far as how we rated it and liked it. I gave it 4 stars. This is a story about a small town in Sweden where their whole lives revolve around hockey. And then an incident happens and the entire town is shaken up because of this incident and has to start realizing what's really important. So it's the build up to this incident and then the way the town handles it. I'm not going to give it away in case you haven't read it. I think in my review I talked openly about it if you want to go and check that out. But just in case you haven't read it and you don't want to know what the incident is. But anyway, it's very, very heavily character driven. It's just about all the different people in the town and how they deal with this situation. So there's 2 more books in this series, and I probably will read those if I can fit it in somewhere somehow and find out what happens down the road with the characters as they get a little further away from what happened in this book. And then, of course, I did the Stephen King read along all month long, broke it up into 4 different sections. So each week I had a chunk of about 150 pages that I read for this. It was a very easy reading. It was a great read along book. We did our finale just the other day. Me and Tori together, we did the live stream for the finale. So you can hear our thoughts about everything that we thought about this book, and a few other people joined us. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for reading along. I don't want to give it away either, although I think it's pretty much given away in the blurb. But this is a story about a boy who ends up helping a older guy when he falls off of a ladder, and ends up helping him around his house and taking care of his dog, falling in love with his dog. But there's something weird in the shed. So we learn what's in the shed. And we learn what the older guy, how his life has been changed because of this thing. Our boy Charlie gets mixed up in all of it. So it's a very fantasy fairy tale feel for sure. I'm giving this one 4 stars on Goodreads, I think. And then the only other one I read was called Flipp and Skaters, and it's by Teresa Richards, I think is the author's name. I read this one on my Kindle. It's one I'm reading for that judging award thing that I'm doing. This one I probably will only give maybe, I guess I'll give it 3 stars, maybe 2.5 on Storygraph, where I can do halves. Because I felt like it had an agenda. I hate agenda books, you know, where they're kind of just pushing something at you. And I wasn't a huge fan of the writing, because it was one of those books that just kind of says the same thing over and over again, and you're like, I am smarter than this. You don't have to remind me over and over again about this thing, you know, and I don't know, it's one of those things that just grated on me. The story was okay. It's another story where something happens. Well, she doesn't know what happens actually. Part of the book is figuring out what happens, but she's getting cyberbullied, so she's trying to change her identity. Well, she's trying to deal with that, and so in dealing with that, she kind of comes up with an alter identity and becomes a skater, kind of like her sister, but her sister does roller derby and she decides to do like skating gymnastics. I don't know what it's called, like skateboarding kind of tricks, but on roller skates. And so it's very heavy into the skating thing. And so she starts doing that and kind of is able to deal with the craziness in her real life, but she has to deal with the craziness in her real life in a more substantial way. And so we have to figure all that out. Anyway, that's what that one's about. But I sadly did not enjoy it. I wouldn't call it a cute YA. It was a little more heavy than cute, and like I said, kind of pushed I don't know. It just kind of grated on me a little bit. Those are my thoughts on that book. 3 books this month is all I did. In April, I plan to continue with The Dark Forest, the second book in the 3 Body Problem series. I've been watching this series on Netflix, and I think it kind of goes into this book a little bit. The last 3 episodes so far, I'm just like, I have no idea. It already got to the end of the 3 Body Problem, and now we're doing stuff I don't know. So I think that's all included in this book. So I'm getting a little bit spoiled, but that's fine because the books are a little bit hard to understand for me. So having a little bit of a clue of what might be going down in this one is fine for me. So while I'm on this roll, I think I will continue trying to read this one. Hopefully it goes faster than I imagine it to go. I feel like I could take all month on this book and not get anything else done. But also, I will be reading Carrie Soto is Back for a book club. Tori took it already, so I can't show you. We have to share our book club books sometimes. Last month I had Beartown first and she had it second. So this time she's got Carrie Soto first and I will get it second. So hopefully she can get it done fast so I can get my turn before book club happens. I've been assigned one more book to read for the little judging award thing. I don't know what else to call it. For the judging task I've been given. And it's called Improbable Season by Rosalind Eves. And so I will probably add that one to my April reading. They've assigned me like 5 books, and then after that I can read the others that are on the list just for fun, but I have been assigned 5. So this is my last assignment. So I have to get this one in. I'm not really sure what it's about or anything. So we'll just go for it and see what happens. Those 3 I hope to get through in April for sure. On April 13th, my plan is to participate in Dewey's 24-hour readathon, which is an event I did for years and years as a blogger, and it is still going. I think it got started in 2007. It's still going to this day. And so I think I will participate with that as a booktuber and somehow do some live streaming then. I'm not exactly sure how to do that, but plan to read all day long on April 13th. So you should join in if you would like to do that. I will probably be reading one of these 3 books I mentioned, and then maybe I will add in like some shorter thing too, so I can actually finish a book in the day. I can't read fast enough to like finish a big book, but I could add a shorter one in. So I don't know what that will be. And then was there anything else I was hoping to read this month? I didn't talk about Count of Monte Cristo. I still want to keep reading it, but it got very neglected this month. So maybe I'll try to fit that in. That's all I have planned. I mentioned at the beginning that I've been doing more writing. Over my writing journey, which has been the past 25 years, I've tried and failed at becoming part of a writing group or a critique group. I've tried and failed so many times. Right now I'm in the try mode again. And so that means that I am being more motivated to write some stuff to share with people. And I've got 2 groups going right now. We'll see which one sticks. I am trying to fix up my book so that I can share it with them. I kind of got on a little roll this weekend, so I'm gonna ride that wave while I can. That technically means that if there's more writing going on, there's less reading going on. At least reading of these books. Lots of reading of my own book, which makes me wonder how many times an author ends up reading their own book in the process of writing it. It's gotta be, I don't even know. Lots of times. Anyway, so that's another project I'm working on. And last month I did my very first like real sort of vlog on the channel. I hope you guys saw that. That was really fun to put together, and I really enjoy making those kinds of videos. So hopefully I would like to try that again in April. So that will be another goal for April. I don't know what week I'll do it, or maybe I'll do a daily one. I don't know. Anyway, there's a week in April where I've got something almost every night. So maybe I will do another busy week where I've got lots going on. Will that be interesting? I don't know. There's a 1-day writing conference in April. I haven't decided if I'm going to go to that. And then in May, there's a 2-day writing conference that I am already signed up for. So we're kind of getting in this writing mode right now. And maybe it's the springtime that makes people feel like writing again. I don't know. So those are all the things on my mind right now, and hopefully reading fits in there with everything else that's going on. I hope you guys all have a great reading month also, and look forward to seeing what everyone's got planned for in April. Until next time, happy reading, bye!